Joburg Water is set to give an update ahead of the Rand Water plant maintenance on the Eikenhof System. From tomorrow, residents in parts of Johannesburg, including Soweto and Roodepoort, will experience little to no water for 54 hours due to routine maintenance. The utility says this third phase of maintenance is crucial to providing a sustainable and efficient water supply. Systems are expected to take up to 5 days to fully recover once pumping resumes. Right, Newzroom Africa's Veronica Makhoali is tracking that story and joins us now live. Veronica, a very good morning to you. Do we know if the city has already placed water tankers as alternatives during this maintenance period?
Well, good morning, Katlego. We've been around some of the communities that are expected to be affected, particularly in Soweto, and we're yet to spot a Joburg Water tanker. And perhaps at a media briefing later on today, we'll understand exactly when those tankers will be distributed. But as it stands, I'm currently at a local car wash here in Meadowlands, one of the many small businesses that rely entirely on a consistent water supply to operate. And we know here, as we've been speaking to some of the owners, they've told us that a single day without water means a loss of income. But it's not just businesses that are expected to feel the impact of the latest, but really the final leg of this Rand Water operation. It's also definitely going to be residents. And Meadowlands is just one out of 22 areas across Soweto. And I'm not counting in the various zones and extensions that are expected to feel the impact of this maintenance operation. We know, as you've mentioned, that sometimes that the effect of this operation could mean that water can only be fully restored up to 5 days. As we understand that in this round, that the maintenance will be taking place at the Meadowlands Reservoir as well as the Doornkop Reservoir, where the water essentially will be emptied out. This will see residents having an inconsistent supply of water, intermittent water supply, and in some parts, no water whatsoever. This is absolutely crucial, Katlego, because Soweto stands as one of those communities where, as you can see, there is that supply of water, but infrastructure continues to be a particular issue within this community. In fact, we're told that for this car wash to run, they have to run a hose pipe all the way, and I'm not sure if my colleague Khotsa can be able to show you that a hose pipe will be able to run all the way into the actual residential areas across the street. And it's there that they fill up a small JoJo tank, which is behind this minibus taxi. That is what allows them to keep this business going. A very small operation, a humble operation, but it's crucial. It is a livelihood for many, many people. And it just speaks to you about the importance of water in these communities. But of course, this is the final leg. It's just going to be something, I guess, that many residents who have already told us say they're just bracing for something that they've already been dealing with. This is a new year, but one can say an old problem in regards to water infrastructure. So there are hopes that Rand Water's maintenance operation, this will of course include the restoration of a pipeline, implementing new pipelines as well, and the strengthening of water mitigation measures as well, and improving its systems. This is obviously crucial because it will allow residents such as these, businesses such as these, to be able to continue getting a proper supply of water. But the big question also remains is the preparedness of residents for this 54-hour operation. We know that it's going to kick off from Tuesday at 4 a.m. and they will be then finished with their operations on Thursday morning. But this in no way means that water will immediately be back in the taps of residents here in Soweto. And so being prepared is all about it. And we're going to talk to Ntate Tommy here. If you can just come closer to me, Ntate Tommy, about the preparation of some of the residents. Ntate, when I said Mona Kawashi, are you aware that there will be some water interruptions from Tuesday to Thursday?
From by 26 till the 9 temmo.
Okay.
So yanun kabona lori to ya utlo kwalla metsi e tlo re affecta mona because business di tlo ema yana ka se kgone le o sebetsa ka re tlo dula fela yanong and ha o le jwalo ntho a di tsamaya hantle yana a di tsamaya hantle.
That's just the sentiment from one resident, but we will, of course, be going to another area that's expected to be really affected by this, and this is the Orlando West area, and we'll speak to you just in a little bit, Katlego, just ahead of that media briefing that's expected to take place with Joburg Water, as well as I understand the mayor of Joburg, Dada Morero, briefing residents on the areas that will be worst affected, the mitigation promises, and the most important question, where water tankers will be stationed. Back to you.
As inconvenient as it is for many of those residences, I suppose this routine maintenance check is quite important.